You probably knew that Siri can perform regular tasks like adjust the brightness, toggle airplane mode, or start a timer. But in this video, I'm going to show you 10 more amazing Siri commands that you probably didn't even know existed. Since Apple launched Siri in 2011, millions of Apple users have used the virtual assistant to simplify their lives, increase productivity, and vent their anger.
Siri, I hate you!
That's not nice.
Siri is voice activated when you say, "Hey Siri," and can be manually activated by pressing the side button on newer iPhones and the home button on older iPhones. Without further ado, let's get started.
Alright, so the first Siri tip I wanted to show you is a really cool way to turn on your phone's flashlight. So all you have to do is say, "Hey Siri, Lumos."
Okay, I turned flashlight on.
And this is from Harry Potter. It's how they light up their wands. So the way to turn it off is say, "Nox."
Okay, I turned flashlight off.
Alright, this next one is my favorite. So if you say, "Hey Siri, what planes are above me?"
I found an answer. It's
So-
displayed on your iPhone.
It'll pull up a list of flights and also give you a map of where the planes are in the sky relative to the sun, and in the night it gives you constellations. And at first I saw this and I saw that north was at the top and west was on the right, and I was like, that's backwards. It's supposed to be northeast, southwest. And then I realized that you're supposed to hold it up to the sky like this, and you can see the planes just above you.
Alright, this next one is really useful in certain situations. So you can use Siri to flip a coin. Just say, "Hey Siri, flip a coin."
Heads.
And it'll give you heads or tails. You can also do this to say, "Roll 2 dice."
2 and 1.
And it'll give you what both dice rolled, and it's really useful. This next one I use all the time, especially with Bluetooth devices. If you have an Apple Music subscription, you can use Siri to play any song that you want. Play Bohemian Rhapsody. And I'll turn the music down for copyright reasons. You can also, in fact, use Siri to identify any song that's playing in the background. So, for example, if you're at a party and there's a song playing and you're like, "Wow, I really like this song, I wonder what it's called." All you have to do is say, "Hey Siri, name that tune." And it'll listen to the song and tell you exactly what the name of the song is. Really useful. This next one is a way to use Siri in a more advanced way to set reminders. So you can say, "Hey Siri, set a reminder to do this when I reach this location." And then when you arrive at that location, Siri will remind you to do that thing. Alright, this one's similar, but it's a way to use Siri to remind you to do something when you're texting somebody next. So if I say, "Hey Siri, remind me that you're hot when I'm next texting Packer."
Done.
So it'll set a reminder, and now, if I text myself, it'll bring down that reminder right as I send the text. It's really useful, and if you're like forgetting something, it's nice. Alright, this tip may seem obvious to some, but there's a surprising amount of people that don't know that you can use Siri to change pretty much any setting in Control Center like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, or volume, and you can also use Siri to change some settings in the Settings app. Alright, if you have devices compatible with Apple HomeKit installed in your home, you can pretty much use Siri to turn on lights, adjust the temperature, and lock doors. I don't have this installed, but I know plenty of people that do and they love it. This next one is really handy in a lot of situations. You can use Siri to convert measurements. "Hey Siri, what is 1 meter in feet?"
3.28 feet.
You can also use Siri to translate languages, from the language that's set up with your phone to a lot of other languages. "Hey Siri, can I get a Hoya in Spanish?"
In Spanish, can I get a joyas? Puedo conseguir una joya.
There's a lot of little things that Siri can do that you probably had no idea about. For example, you can use Siri to call someone and put it on speakerphone using the same command. "Hey Siri, FaceTime audio call mommy and put it on speakerphone."
Making a FaceTime audio call to mommy. Home on speaker.
Just like that. You can also use Siri to check on sports scores from live and in the past. "Hey Siri, what was the Super Bowl score?"
The Rams narrowly defeated the Bengals in Super Bowl 56 by a score of 23-20 on February 13th, 2022.
Thanks.
Siri has some pretty captivating stories. Just ask her to tell you one.
Tell me a story.
One winter, a family of ground squirrels were settling into their tree to hibernate. It's good to have something you can count on. The end.
Alright, these next few are a couple things you can ask Siri to get a good laugh out of her response. Siri also has some pretty cheesy jokes. Just ask it, "Hey Siri, tell me a joke."
What's brown, hairy, and wears sunglasses? A coconut on vacation.
Wow.
Siri can have some pretty interesting responses. If you say stuff like, "What does the fox say?"
What does the fox say?
Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha.
Or, "I see a little silhouette of a man," at which point the voice assistant starts to pretty much rap Bohemian Rhapsody.
I see a little silhouette of a man.
Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolt and lightning. Very, very frightening me.
Alright, this last one definitely gets the most interesting response. Just ask Siri, what is 0 divided by 0?
Imagine that you have 0 cookies and you split them evenly among 0 friends. How many cookies does each person get? See, it doesn't make sense. And Cookie Monster is sad that there are no cookies. And your friends are sad because they don't exist. Oh wow, this escalated quickly.
Thanks, Siri.
Thanks for watching. If you know of any more cool Siri tips that I missed, leave it in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe.